Let's talk about Ben Affleck suiting for Batman in The Flash. Should have said suiting up, but forgot up. That's fine. No, but yeah, Scoopy Pants apparently came out and said today that Ben Affleck is going to be suiting up for Batman in The Flash for September next month. He's going to be suiting up. So that's what he was hearing. I guess he was trying to, pretty much yesterday, he was really trying to debunk the whole Henry Cavill Superman thing, which, you know, I'm kind of going, oh, man. And a lot of people, you know, I even had people in my mentions when I reposted my video today. They're like, oh, that was just a rumor. It's not happening. And I went, you know, Umberto talked about it. I'm like, okay, but again, do we need, I think we need a website where we just take scoopers and we give them a percentage point, you know? Like, it's very much like Rotten Tomatoes. Which scoops they got right, which scoops they didn't. Let's see the batting average. And, you know, Umberto was one of the ones that said Snyder Cut was a pipe dream. Okay. He also said that Ben Affleck was fully done at one point. There's other things that he was gotten wrong about too. Everybody's always going to be wrong. So now they might have maybe over 50% of being right. Sure. But at the same time, you know, you just kind of makes you just got to look at it like that. I'm like, I'm going to go with my own information and think, yeah, maybe Cavill might be showing up in that. I don't know. But yes, he did report today that Ben Affleck will be suiting up next month, which makes, I guess, some sense. And then this picture was actually taken today. Poor Ben. He just can't get away from people taking pictures of him. But here's this picture of him today in Paris. This is Ben in Paris today enjoying, I guess, I don't know what he's enjoying. Some breakfast, maybe some lunch. I don't know. Probably looking at J-Lo nudes on his phone. I don't know. Who knows what's going on, but he's just chilling right there. He's very memeable. That's for damn sure. Very memeable guy. But there he is right there. So he's just chilling right there. I mean, if we see him again and the beard starts, you know, the beard goes away, hey, guess what? It's going to be something. So he is in Paris right here, which is not too far from Glasgow. Not too far. He is over there in Europe. So I'm wondering if he's prepping, what's happening with that. If it's not going to be till next month, it's kind of weird that he's over in Paris right now. And, you know, after having, you know, a past month of reuniting with J-Lo, now he's over there getting in some Batman prep, I guess you could say. I don't know. But what's cool, what's interesting about it, because, you know, I had my ear out there. I was trying to get some information. I heard that he wasn't going to go over to London and shoot his scenes. That's what I was hearing at first. That was obviously wrong. Now it's going to happen because, again, we were kind of hearing like a lot of people were wondering how big his role was going to be. That was always the question. How big is his role going to be? And I think a lot of us were kind of worried that it was just going to be Bruce Wayne, drop off the suit for Barry. Hey, see you later. Good luck. Don't fuck up the timeline. You know, maybe it was going to be that. But apparently, now obviously, well, we've been seeing this chase sequence with his Batman on the bike. Now it's for sure, yeah, he's gonna suit up. Now it just kind of makes you wonder, similar to the whole Michael Keaton thing. Because I think what was going on with all this, what sounds like what was going on with all this was the fact that when they were making these negotiations with their Batmen, you had Michael Keaton, and I told you guys that he's not doing a one-off. Michael Keaton, if he's coming back, he's going to go for his Batman Beyond role, I guess you could say. And it sounds like that's going to end up being the case, which will be fantastic. I hope that is the case. Curious to see, even though I'm worried that it might, I'm like, I don't know, is it going to be the Batgirl Beyond? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. More details come about that. When it came to Ben, I think it was all about just, they just had to find that right price for him to fully, because it would just missed opportunity to not have the old and the new. It's going to be, I mean, this is what's going to be iconic when it comes to the Flash movie. And this is something that DC has in their disposal that Marvel does not have. You can literally have two Batmen from two different eras side by side fighting an enemy. And it sounds to me like that's what's going to happen. That's what it's sounding like. But we're all very worried about is he going to shoot up? Is he going to suit up? And I mean, obviously, when it comes to the suit that we saw of the stunt performer on the bat bike, yeah, it's a little different. Seems like it's a little more comfortable, to be honest. But then again, stunt performer suit. So it might be a little different when it's on Ben. But at the same time, I mean, let's face it. I mean, I had Reeves Effects on here. He talked about how that Justice League costume, that cowl was stiff. Okay. I think it was mentioned even by maybe even Zach that, yeah, he could still turn his head. He could still turn his head. Yeah, not as much. Not as much. We could see the stiffness. He was doing those Batman shoulder turns too. So that cowl was definitely not as giving as the BVS cowl. It's like, just go back to that costume. But at the same time, I'm just kind of going, I'm wondering, I'm just thinking that maybe that was part of the deal too. Like make a more comfortable costume. And again, I was always, that was one of the things I always talked about when it came to Ben doing his very own Batman movies. Like, man, that's gonna be super rough for him to just be like, doing his thing, cut, and then just, go behind, look, let's do that again. I mean, that would have been rough to be in a bat costume for like 16 hours a day. They would definitely have to do something like that to help that at least. So, but anyways, guys, yes, I really hope that Andy Muschietti does a reveal, shows the chest and the emblem, the day that's going to happen. Hopefully he Instagrams that like he did with the others. And I think all of us were going to just be like, oh, yeah.